Hello, friend, and welcome to Welcome Wednesday. My name is Travis Norville. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm the pastor of Judson Memorial Baptist Church. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with us today. I wasn't here last week. We didn't have one of these. I was taking the youngest to college. We took her down. It was just one of those holy moments, one of those liminal times, right, where you're saying goodbye, they're saying hello, you're holding on, they're taking off, you're just tears, and they've got smiles. And then you drive home 6 hours from Chicago and cry the whole way. Let's be in prayer for all of our kids going back to college, starting college, starting school, starting a career, off in the military service and armed services. Just let's pray for all those kids and young adults. They're young adults, man, young adults. I want to give thanks for last week, the jazz, Louise's personal reflection, Matt's sermon, Joel doing the worship leader stuff. Just thanks beyond thanks. I was able to go and just have a good time. Thanks. It also made me a little jealous when you watch that. Like, man, that's a really good service. This week I had fun doing a book review. This was due the 15-Minute City, When Driving's Not an Option. Writing for Christian Century. They only give you 1,200 words, but man, I could spend 10,000 words on that review, but I couldn't, and it's okay. But you'll hear about some of it in upcoming sermons. Speaking of upcoming sermons for the fall, we're going to be centered on Mike Graves' book, Jesus' Vision for Your One Wild and Precious Life. We have copies of these available now in the library. They're $20 each. You can't find them in a public library. We've got them here at church. You can buy them. I also ask you, if you buy it and don't mark it up, to share it with others. We'll put another order in. We'll keep ordering them until there's no more orders, and that's fine. That's great. So be on the lookout for that. We do need some people to help out with planning of small groups and our field trips. So some of you have already signed up for that. Thanks. But we need a couple more. The last thing I'll say, this Sunday, it is Communion Sunday. And you may be thinking, oh, no, communion, it's that. No, we're not doing it anymore. It's the second time I've done this, so I had to go back and find it. And then, I make sure I had enough grape juice to do another one. No, we're thinking about communion as a resurrection meal, not a funeral meal, as a service of joy, not this downtrodden, make you feel shameful. This is a meal to celebrate grace and that God has not given up on us. And by golly, we're going to have a little bit of grape juice, more than just a taste, a gulp. And we're going to have more than just a little bit of bread that tastes like cardboard. We're going to have actual slices of bread, gluten and gluten-free. I even think there's going to be some cheese this week. There's a rumor of that. So I think communion should be celebratory, and I think we should drink to that. Love that grape juice. Also, we got baptism coming up on September 8th. Be mindful of that. And thinking about communion different, let's think about baptism different too. I think sometimes we put the emphasis on the wrong end of the equation. We think of it as a personal decision, which it is, sure. But it's also the faith that God has in us, which I think is much more than our faith in God. And I think it's the community's faith in us. Again, I think that the community probably sees more in us than we see in ourselves. And baptism is a recognition of that. So don't get hung up about the belief part of it. You just need a mustard seed. God will take care of the rest. The community will take care of the rest. We'll love you into a new existence. So if you're thinking about it, let us know. Hey, we only fill up that tub once a year. That's a few hundred gallons of warm Minneapolis water. Hope you're ready for it. September 8th is a rally day. Welcome back to the choir. We'll also have Sundays on Sundays, but that's a week away. This week, it's just amazing, grace-filled communion. Hope to see you then, friends. Let me know if you got any great communion stories or baptism stories you're working around. If you need a copy of the book, let me know. Let the office know. Let's get those to you. They'll be available on Sunday too. And stay dry. Avoid the rain if you can. Stay cool if you can. And just stay in God's grace. Peace, friend.